Namaste and welcome to my channel Tcast Universe. Today I'll be talking about the prediction for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio ascendants for their for their May 2024. So before I begin, I would like to convey a small message that for all my subscribers, now the Kundli PDF is available, booklet PDF, which is basically comprising of all the detailed charts. Where it will be mentioned about your marriage life, your your karmas, your career, professional life, all those things in detail about the chart. Along with that, the mahadashas, which mahadasha will be good or bad, everything will be mentioned, and along with that, events of your life. So you, if you want to get it available, you can definitely contact me, and for any kind of paid consultation, you can just WhatsApp to my number. Forms are also available. So I will begin with Leo ascendant. For Leo ascendant, your ascendant Lord Sun will be firstly in the Aries sign till 14th May, where it will get conjunct with Mercury, and it will get conjunct with Venus in the ninth house. So it's a very beautiful transit for all those people who want to go to, because it's forming Buddha Titi Yoga also. Along with that, the Dhan Yoga is also forming, where Kendra Lord is getting conjunct with the Trikona Lord. So Lakshmi Narayan Yoga is there. So most probably for all those people who want to see any kind of change in their career, they wanted to have a new job, that is also possible. And for all those people who wanted to travel abroad for higher education, for new career, anything like that, then this is also possible. You can even visit some temples, some pilgrimage. Even there can be a proud movement for your father. uh, Something good can happen in his life too, and you will see a cordial relationship between you and your father at this time, because sun will get exalted in the ninth house. And because Venus is there, Venus being the lord of the 10th house, somewhere I can see a change in your career, definitely. Uh, and the kind of change you wanted, always wanted to see, the maybe you wanted to go for a higher education, so that is also possible. And even Mercury being the lord of your 11th and second house, it will give you a lot of money and gains, also opportunities. Your desires can get fulfilled because of the travel. Okay, that is also possible because of your father. So this will be till 14th May. Now sun will transit to Taurus sign from after 14th May, and in the Taurus sign from 19th May, Venus will enter, and from 1st May, Jupiter will always be there in the 10th house. So definitely some rise in your status. You can get a desired job in the government, or if not in the government, then definitely a position which is uh, a kind of a status in that particular company. Not just if I talk about the status or profession, all those things, but because Venus will be there, and Venus being the lord of your third house, it can even give good change in your younger siblings life. Even you can see change in your neighbors, maybe your place also change at this time. Along with that, not just transformations you are going to see, you see, or your younger siblings see, and because even neighbors can change around you, the kind of surrounding can also change. uh, Along with that, what I said was, because most of the things will happen very suddenly, because Jupiter being the lord of your 8th house and the 5th house, this will be quick, suddenly. Everything will be sudden and transformative. It will bring sudden changes, sudden transformation, but still some hurdles will come. But those hurdles, maybe I should say that hurdles can even come while you are traveling or while you are shifting. That can also be there. And even some hurdles can come in the documentation work also, some communication work also. That communication can be a verbal, non-verbal communication, and even the travel. There also some difficulties can come, some problem, but still you will gain a position, status in your career. So this is a very beautiful transit, because Jupiter is transiting in the 10th house. It will definitely give you desired comfort. Your home will also be will change. You will see a change in your home. Your comfort will increase, your happiness will increase, you will see happiness in your family. Even all the loans and any kind of loan you had, any kind of uh, fight you had, any court case litigation you had, that also will get cleared at this time. Even lot of money opportunities can come in your life at this time. If I talk about Mars will be there in the Pisces sign in the 8th house, where Rahu will also be conjunct. So this is a very critical conjunction which is happening in May. So if the Mahadasha Antar and Pratyanta is of Mars, Rahu, Saturn, and Mercury in your case, then possibly, because Rahu will be in the Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra till 14th May, which is Nakshatra of Saturn, somewhere some difficulties definitely can come in terms of your marriage, business, partnerships with other people, some fight, some kind of verbal fight, and some difficulties from them can come because Rahu will be conjunct. Definitely some difficulties can come from that side. And when it will get into Revati Nakshatra from 14th May, after 14th May, this Mars will be in the nakshatra of Mercury, which is placed in the ninth house. So definitely some changes are going to come, some travel, some changes, and that transformations will be really good for you. But mind it, hurdles will be there. Possibility of hurdles, transformations, sudden quick transformations can be there. But you need to keep in control of your anger. Okay, that's the only remedy I would tell. Ketu will be there in the second house, so mostly at this time you have huge chance to get away from your family, go away from your family, and even this can even bring some kind of difficulties in your money stability. If you desire to have a kind of salary uh, the kind of salary you expected might not come at this time, because Ketu is there in the second house. Still, Jupiter is aspecting it from the 10th house, but Ketu being in the second will somewhere hinder in money stability. So you might not get the desired value or salary, uh, and even not just there in the case of money stability. Even if I talk about your communication can get very spiritual, not spiritual, let go kind of an attitude you can have at this time. You might speak less, and whenever you are speaking you will have this very wisdom, or very wise kind of a behavior, very wise words you are going to convey with your you know with your family, if you are interacting with your family, your friends, because the combination is as such that Jupiter aspecting Ketu will make you speak very nicely, full of wisdom, and that let go wala attitude. And your even behavior, not just behavior, but your words will be such that people will get, not just people, but family will consider you as a very wise and full of intelligence. So they might even take guidance from you, any kind of guidance, maybe money related or anything related to family issue at this time. This is a very beautiful transit for you. The only thing you need to keep in mind is your anger need to be controlled, and you need to have that patience. If any kind of hurdle comes from the partnership part, whether from the spouse or the business partner or any kind of partnership, other human, then try to control your anger and let it go. That will help you in bringing any kind. So possibly this Rahu and Mars is even helping you in the research related activities. Anyone who are into any subject which is related to you know uh, R&D or any science and technology subjects where you dive deep to understand it, then definitely possibly this. Now because Saturn is transiting in your seventh house. Now, seventh house Saturn somewhere. brings possibility of marriage in your life, even not just marriage but possibility of some changes in your career front, some transformations even in your partnership, whether it be marriage also, if you're married too. Now Saturn will be aspecting Scorpio sign, and even Jupiter will be aspecting it. Now this aspect of Saturn and Jupiter on the Scorpio sign in the fourth house somewhere will bring some major transformations in your home life, in your comfort. Maybe you do something for your home, something for your mother, or you buy some property, vehicle, something like that. There's a huge possibility to do some kind of changes. Some karmas are there pending. You need to complete it because Saturn's every transit and aspect talks about the pending karma related to it, which you have to fulfill. And Jupiter is also giving its aspect. So somewhere you will possibly be able to fulfill that. A beautiful conjunction is also forming the 10th house. So some change in the home front related to your comfort and luxury, all those are there. Maybe you renovate your home or you change your home, you buy a new vehicle. All these things are only talking about bringing happiness out of it, bringing comfort out of it. So this will be possibly one of the best. Now talking about the Virgo ascendants. For Virgo ascendants, for you, your ascendant lord Mercury is transiting in your, in your eighth house. Now, eighth house Mercury, which is lord of your 10th house and your first house. Some transformation, some hurdles, some loss, definitely, some transformation, some hurdles are there in your career, and possibly because of you are coming in your life. Maybe because Mercury is getting conjunct with Venus and even with Sun. So, definitely great possibility for R&D people who are into occult research related, who are into analysis, who are into monetary, financial related work, either in bank or LIC. Some people who have invested into some financial sectors, that is also, giving you good result, but inheritance probably. But for those people who are into any kind of career, there what you can see is because of you, your own self, some hurdles are coming in your career front. And not just that, even there can be, a late night shift can also be there in your career. So that can also bring hurdle in your life. Maybe there can be time fluctuation of job. Maybe earlier you were on day shift, now you are working till late night. So the hurdles are coming in your life because of the career. And eighth house somewhere talks about, you know, um, those jobs which have no fixed time, no fixed working hours. So that is possibly coming in your life for all the Virgo ascendant people. Now, if I talk about Venus transiting from 19th May in the Taurus sign, where Jupiter will be there from the 1st May and Sun will enter on 14th May. It's a beautiful combination. But yes, definitely some loss of luck can be there, but that can also be uh, increase in luck, just because the 12th house lord is entering the ninth house, so some travel can be there to pilgrimages, okay, to increase your luck. Earlier maybe your luck was not favoring you or something like that, you might travel to somewhere and your luck suddenly. So because Jupiter is transiting in the Taurus sign in your ninth house, so definitely it will help you in several sectors, like if you wanted to shift to new place, you wanted to travel, you wanted to initiate something, uh, even your wisdom, your intelligence will increase at this time. Some rise in luck can be there, some childbirth, even getting into relationship, mantra sadhana, possibility of traveling to any pilgrimage and doing mantra sadhana and puja is definitely there in the charts of Virgo ascendant people, ascendant Rashi people. So I would suggest, if you want to initiate something, if you want to see some new change or rise in luck, definitely visit a pilgrimage at this time in May, as I can see from your transits. Even you can do mantra sadhana and puja in your home, havan, and all those things. This will help you in the long term. So, this is looking a great transit for Virgo Lagna people. Now, talking about Mars. Mars will be there in the Pisces sign. It will be conjunct with Rahu. So, definitely, this is bringing some problem in your partnerships, whether it be with spouse, whether it be in the business, some fights in business, some problems in business partners, even with the spouse, also other people, mostly with business partners, business and spouse. Some problems, some fights are there. So, Mars being the lord of your third house and your eighth house, definitely some transformations, some hurdles, some problems in your with business partners and spouse. And because Rahu is there, so it is aggravating it is actually increasing it somewhere, and that too impulsively, suddenly, quickly. You get angry on your business partners or in your business, and even with your spouse. But because Ketu is there in the first house, you are still calm, and from first May Jupiter will aspect it, so you might let go of all the things that happened with you in past years. And maybe just because Jupiter is aspecting Ketu, so your wisdom will increase, and because your wisdom and intelligence will increase, you will take right decision for you in your life. Okay, now it's the time to take the right decision for you in your life to increase your luck. Similarly, because Mars is there in the seventh house, it will be there in two nakshatras. Till 14th May, it will be in Saturn's nakshatra, which is Uttara Bhadrapada, and after 14th May, it will be in Revati nakshatra, which is of Mercury nakshatra. So, till 14th May, because Saturn is there in the sixth house, so you need to see that any kind of fight or litigation can be really critical for you in the long term with your business partners and even with your spouse. But after 14th May, because it's Mercury is sitting in the 8th house, this can transform your relationship with them, transform your partnership with them. So, critical situation for, business partners and spouse in the case of Virgo ascendant people. Now, I will talk about Saturn. I have already discussed. Saturn will be there in the sixth house. So, definitely, it is bringing lot of uh, daily routine work, daily routine service. You are burdened with lot of work, not just in your professional life but in your daily life. Okay, it is bringing a lot of competition, and along with competition, definitely you are unable to sleep at this time, just because Saturn is aspecting the 12th house. And whenever Saturn's is heavy energy is there in the 6th house, it will give you a lot of burden in your daily routine life. Daily routine life is burdened with lot of pressure, whether be related to your in-laws or your joint income, your inheritance, the hurdles and transformations that are coming in your life, whether it be related to the expenditures that you are having, whether it be not just expenditure, but along with expenditure, any kind of tension and worries, any kind of anger that is coming in your life. Even along with that, uh, the willpower, your willpower, you are working towards your willpower. Even you are working to be strong, to maintain that strength in you, to initiate something and bring those changes in your life to increase your luck. These all possibilities are visible from the transit for Virgo ascendant people in May. Libra ascendant. For Libra ascendant, your Venus is transiting firstly in the Aries sign, and where it will be conjunct with Mercury and Sun. Now, Venus being the lord of your, eighth house and first house, it will be there in the seventh house. So definitely some kind of transformations, hurdles, problems are coming in your business and even in your marriage life. But the good part is that you are still gaining, still getting opportunities, you are still gaining, your still desires are getting fulfilled, you're still enjoying. um, but some hurdles and problems are still coming. So I think together, in whether it be in the business partnerships or whether it be in a relationship, marriage, you can together solve the whole situation. So it appears to be like certain transformations and hurdles are coming, but you are still able to solve it all together, because the fifth house lord is also there. And even if I talk about the 12th house and the ninth house lord, so some travels are also there which are coming in your life, some changes and travels are there, some expenditures are also there which might which are bringing hurdles and transformations. Now this Venus will enter into Taurus sign on 19th May, where it will get conjunct with Jupiter, which will enter on 1st May, and Sun will also be there from 14th May. So it is happening in your 8th house. So any kind of inheritance you desired, any kind of travel you desire to foreign place, or even you wanted to get into MNCs to acquire more wealth, anything you desired for your family, you wanted to buy a home, property, something like that, vehicle, this time definitely you can gain all those things from inheritance, from your, maybe from your in-laws or from your own family. And not just that, even you can gain out of lot of investments you have done at this time. But still expenditures will be there, still some kind of fights can come, some problems can come, but definitely travels are also foreseen for you. Uh, Mixed time for Libra ascendant people, it appears mixed time for you. Now if I talk about you know Saturn is placed in your fifth house. So fifth house Saturn is, or tricky, because now your whole focus should be on your children, your education, and even in your relationship, your creativity, all those things. And along with that, your your focus should also be towards your marriage, your what are you your whether your desires are getting fulfilled, whether you're working towards your gains and opportunities, how's your behavior in the social circle, and even what you're doing for your family, money stability. So these things are what Saturn is talking about. And because Saturn is there, and Mars will also be there in the Pisces sign in the sixth house, where it will be conjunct with Rahu. So Mars will be there. And in the sixth house, Mars is really competitive. So all those people who are preparing for any competitive exams, for job or for any kind of services, that's the best time for you. Okay, you can actually clear those exams. If you wanted to buy any property on loan or give your property on rent, this is the best time for you. Anything related to it, anything, any court case, fights, there you need to keep in mind, any kind of fights and court cases can definitely be little bit troublesome for you, because your aggression can be really dangerous in those areas. Now because Mars is even lord of your seventh house, that aggression can, that fight can come from your, either from your spouse or from your business partner, and even it can aggravate your aggression and that fight. So it can lead to court case and litigations, all those things. Now Mars will be in Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra till 14th May. After that, it will be in Revati Nakshatra. Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra is of Saturn, which is placed in the fifth house. So still, this is a good change for you. Some changes are coming. But after that, because Revati Nakshatra is of Mercury, it is in the seventh house. So still some troubles can come from your business partners, from your, and other people, from your spouse. Those problems can come, and it can aggravate, it can increase your aggression. Okay, and because of you, because of that, some expenditure can also come, some losses can also come. Even it can bring a lot of health issues also, because of which expenditure can also come. Because of fight, you fight and something happens, some injury or something, injury, yes, injury can also happen because of that expenditure. So all these things you need to. Now if I talk about Rahu and Ketu, Rahu is placed in the Pisces sign in the sixth house, as I've said, and Ketu in the 12th house. So definitely Rahu here is bringing you hurdles in your health issues, problems, and fights, all those things. But still it is good for the job, for career, and for money. But what you need to keep in check is your health. uh, any blood related issues, if I talk about heart problem, cardiac, BP, piles, pimples, all those issues can come at this time for Libra ascendant people. Even Ketu being in the 12th house will make you little bit charitable and charitable and less sociable, and more selflessly working towards the society. That kind of a person you can become at this time. Maybe you do something selflessly as a charity without any desire, and even you can be less sociable at this time. Now, this was all for Libra ascendant. If I talk about Scorpio ascendant, for you, your Mars is little bit problematic in May because it is transiting in the Pisces sign, and being in the Pisces sign, you know, in the fifth house where it will be conjunct with Rahu, your anger can be towards your relationship, in your education, in your mantra sadhana, in your in your all the creativity over there. You can aggression can come out at those areas, and especially because the lord of your sixth and first house is going in the fifth house. Anywhere in your daily routine life also, that aggression can come and disturb your relationship with either with your partner or with your child. Even in your education you can get disturbed because Rahu is also there in the, even your creativity and intelligence can get disturbed because it's there in the fifth house. Even your dharma can get disturbed, your moral values. And now, because Ketu is there in the 11th house, somewhere it will hinder you from fulfilling all your desires and even getting gains and opportunities. Now, this Mars will be in two nakshatras. Firstly till 14 May, Uttara Bhadrapad, after that in Revati. Uttara Bhadrapad nakshatra is that of Saturn. Saturn will be placed in the fourth house, Aquarius sign. Now, Saturn in the fourth house is making you focus towards your family, your mother, all the home related things, and along with that your daily routine life, whether it be your daily routine work life, your health, if you have given something on rent, you're taking a loan, all those areas, your career front, your status, and you yourself, your health, your personality, all those areas. Now, this is what Saturn is making you focus on. Now, similarly, Mercury being in the Aries sign from 10th May will be there in the sixth house. So, sixth house Mercury can bring sudden transformations in your daily routine life. And here it will be conjunct with Venus till 19th May and till 14th May with Sun. So, definitely something related to your career, something related to your spouse, something related to your business partnerships, some transformations can come from that side. Even expenditures, or if not expenditures, some travels. These can even result in gain and fulfill of desires too. So all those people who are trying for a new job, this time looks really good for you all. After that, when Venus will enter Taurus sign from 19 May, there Jupiter will also be from 1st May and Sun will enter on 14 May. So that conjunction is happening in your 7th house. So all those people who desire to get married, who start a new business, who wanted a new change in their life, the personality, the increase in their intelligence, even their their wisdom will work and they will be able to take the right decisions for for their life. For even for their siblings also, that's the best time. Their desires will get fulfilled. They can see an increase in their social circle, and even not just that, but all those people who wanted to initiate something in their life, their communication will be really good at this time. And because this Jupiter will be aspecting your Ketu in the 11th house, so definitely whatever desires and opportunities are going to come in your life, you will always have that let go wala attitude. Let it go. Okay, if it uh, doesn't fructify, if in that case you will, and if not you, then your partner will definitely have will definitely have this let go wala attitude at this time, if anything happens in his or her life. Now, similarly, uh, because the aspect of Saturn and Jupiter is going on Scorpio sign, so Scorpio sign becomes very strong at this time. Your first house becomes very strong. So anything you thought to do in the last few years, anything you wanted to do for yourself in the last few years, definitely now it's the time you to focus on yourself, whether it be related to your marriage, whether it be related to your childbirth, relationship, career, health, anything for yourself. You wanted to buy any vehicle, home, anything for yourself, this is the time for you to focus in those areas. So this was all for Leo Virgo, Libra, Scorpio ascendants analysis. So if you really like my analysis, please do subscribe to my channel Deep Astro Universe. And if you want to take a paid consultation, definitely you can contact me through my WhatsApp number, and even forms are available. And if you want to get your personalized Kundli booklet PDF, definitely you can avail it at rupees just 1000, where everything about your life will be mentioned in brief. Okay, so that you can anytime just check it out what event is going to come in your life, whether the coming Mahadasha is good or bad for you. Thank you so much.